Hey guys, what's up? Welcome to Yellow Tulip Tarot. Welcome back. Welcome to, if you've been here before, I'm glad that you're back. If you're brand new, welcome. This is actually a brand new little spread that I wanted to try. I was feeling some different energies coming in, so I wanted to do 3 different kind of spreads here. So I'm going to let you guys look at these cards that I've drawn. I did draw these just before I pushed record here. And I just asked Spirit to give me 3 cards. So the first one that came out was Amazonite, which is number 2. So I'll have a little look at that. And if that's resonating for you, then you'll want to watch for group 1 here. And I love this card. And Labradorite has been a gem that I've been drawn to. I usually always like to have it with me when I'm doing any kind of readings here. And I love the way that it looks in this card, and it's almost like all the chakra colors are in there. But Labradorite is beautiful stone. This is number 29 on there, so if that means something to you, or if this is resonating for you, then you'll want to watch for group number 2, okay? Get him to sit in there. And then the last one that came up is a watermelon tourmaline. That is number 58. So if that one is resonating for you, then you'll want to watch for group number 3. Of course, you can watch for more than one group. Sometimes the message will resonate to one person in all 3 groups. One person might resonate with all 3 groups. So, whatever you're guided to watch, whatever you're feeling. They're all very gorgeous stones here. So I'm going to pull some moon cards and some tarot cards, I'm sure, here, and maybe some spirit animal deck out of the spirit animal oracle deck here. And we're going to get some messages for what your energies and your guides need to tell you here. So take the time again, rewind the video, meditate on those cards, look at them, see what resonates with you, and sit back and relax and listen to the messages from your guides. Thank you, Spirit, for being with us again here today. We're looking for messages here from the collective that's resonating with the Amazonite card that I drew with you earlier, Spirit. This is number 2, so 2 could be significant to those of you that picked this card. If you were drawn to the green in the card, which I love that, color green here of Amazonite, really powdery, sagey kind of green. I like that. And then there's also this purple background. So, for me, the heart chakra and, the crown and third eye chakra are kind of need to be synced up here so that we can truly get messages and clarity in our life. And the universe is talking to us all the time. It's just a matter of if we're taking the time to pay attention and listen and interpret the messages that we're getting for ourselves, okay? So thank you, guides, for your messages here for group number 1. Let's see what we get from the moon. Your dreams need a practical plan. Full moon in Taurus, so you could be a Taurus, but look at how there's that purple and pink and green energy in this card as well. And there could be some significance around the full moon that's coming in. So definitely some heart chakra energies coming in here for you. So there needs to be a balance there. Your dreams need a practical plan. So either your guides are trying to come to you in your dream space, and they're trying to help you make a plan and help you through some of the struggles that you're going through right now. Or you're too all over the place, and you could be overly emotional right now. So if that's the case, if you find yourself overthinking or getting worked up, more so than usual, then take some time to meditate and sit in a quiet space, take some deep breaths. Heart chakra energy, the breathing, can be a really good method of meditation to help with this heart chakra energy, okay? Burn some good incense. I believe, what was that? I have this nice little thing. I think I got this at Five Below. but I really like it. And I thought it said, oh, rose. Duh, I should have known that. So rose, if you have rose smelling candles or some rose scentsies or essential oils or something like that, you might wear some of that or use that in your bath, or put it on some scent of that on your pillowcase when you sleep at night. I think that might be beneficial for you. Let's see what other moon card we get for you. Nothing will come out of this situation. So there's something that you might be overthinking here, that you're putting too much of your emotion into, okay? And it's causing you unnecessary stress. Okay, nothing is going to come of that. Void, of course, moon. Okay, so you need a plan here. You are blobbing around like a helium balloon that got away, that's just kind of floating around with no real destination in mind. And you need to have some kind of plan here that's practical. Your dream may be a big dream and you just don't know how to put that into action, but it starts by just sitting down and brainstorming, making a list. What do I need to do to even pretend like I could do this? So if it's like a matter of money, like, oh, I don't have enough money, I'm never going to have enough, so I'm just going to do this, and think about this thing I want but never really do anything about it. Okay, so Spirit is trying to let you know that they want to provide here. Okay, they want to help you, but they're not going to be able to do anything for you in the place that you're in right now here. Okay, you're putting your energies and your emotions into the wrong area here. You need to be practical. Let's see what we get with some tarot cards. Thank you, Spirit, for your messages so far regarding Group 1 and Amazonite, Spirit. Please let us know, Spirit, what it is that is being overthought here, what the issues are for Group 1. How do we get out of this scattered energy? Feel very scattered about. Okay. Yeah, we've got the 5 of Peppermills in reverse. So, you can get out of this. You can. I feel like you will, as long as you start meditating and trying to really figure out what it is that you want. You have to be clear. And you got to stop talking about it all the time and actually put some action and effort into what you're doing here. Let's see. There could be someone here. There could be either someone coming in and trying to nudge you in the right direction, and it's triggering you, and it's causing you to, overthink their words. And I think that all they're trying to do is help you. But on the flip side, there could be some trickery here. There could be someone in your current energy field that is causing you to steer off of, away from this dream that you have for yourself here. And if you're choosing to follow someone or have this, intense involvement with a group of people even, I feel like this is getting in the way of the bigger picture here. I think that you might be, I think you see, it's kind of funny how most of these moon cards are, the moon is very big in the picture. And in this one, it is a full moon. It's very lit up. But it's so small and it's fleeting, it's not, big and bold and in your face here. So someone is pulling you too far away from where you need to go. And I feel like it's a group situation, or it's some kind of intense involvement that you're having with someone or with a group of people here. You might be having a hard time coming to a decision, and I think that there's people around you that are causing you to not be able to have good, proper discernment here. Yeah, now we've got the Five of Hats in reverse, okay? So, someone could be trying to, figure this out. I think someone, if it's not you, then there's someone in this group, group that's not budging. I feel like they don't want to hear it. They don't want to compromise. They don't want anything to do with it. They want it their way or the highway. Their way or the highway. I think that all you want is just to call it, to call a truce on the situation and just move forward. I feel like that is your energy here. But I do feel some stubborn energy coming from this as well. So there does need to be some kind of, some kind of plan. But this bickering and arguing isn't the way to solve your issues here. So then we've got the Nine of Wands, or the Nine of Peppermills here. Yeah, this is I feel like this is a very materialistic thing, like we're giving in to this excessive behavior. You're just, you're not helping the situation by being stubborn, or this person isn't helping the situation by being stubborn. It's just not the best way to move forward. Interesting here. And I think that you are going to be the voice of reason here. I honestly do. You're finally going to, decide that enough is enough. This is not serving us. This bickering and arguing that we're doing here. And you're going to be the catalyst to move these things forward, okay? And to pull these guys out and line things back up here and get things moving again. But first you have to realize that this back and forth banter and this focus on, the material things more than, there's lost emotion here. I feel like there is passion that started this whole involvement to begin with, but the sight has been lost, or, the direction has been changed somehow to where it is, it's causing you to be all over the place. If this is not your energy, but I really feel very strongly it is, but in tarot things can be vice versa. So, if you are being stubborn, then you need to listen to the voice of reason, because there is a voice of reason in this group here. This arguing and this intensity is not serving you guys here. So let's see what spirit animal deck has for any advice here to sum up group 1's situation. Thank you, Spirit, for your messages so far regarding Amazonite spirit and group 1. I do want to read out of the crystal healing book too about Amazonite. These crystal cards have an uncanny way of summing up my readings. It's kind of crazy. Blows my mind still sometimes. Thank you, Spirit. Any other words of advice here for group 1? Spider Spirit, make your dreams real. Okay, this is coming in with that your dreams need a practical plan. So you do have the possibility here. All of the things that you need are here. You have them. You've just got to organize them, and you've got to make sense of what you've got, and you've got to maybe learn how to compromise a little bit here. Okay, there needs to be some compromise happening, and once you listen to the voice of reason, or you become that voice of reason within this involvement here, that's going to be step one into making your dreams a reality. Okay. And then we've also got skunk spirit, know your worth. So if somebody is putting down your ideas, or you're giving yourself negative self-talk, or that's why you can't move ahead, then you need to be the one that takes your life into your own hands. I mean, we are all the masters of our own life. Okay. So you have to decide to stand up and know your worth, and realize that your opinions and that your ideas do matter. And if this dream is important to you, then you will make the changes that you need to make. And let me just note that Amazonite is number 2, and the 2 words of advice that we got for you are 56 and 54. 56 minus 54 is 2. Okay, and we've got 2 5s on the board. 2 5s, which is 10, and then we have our 9. So this is realizing what needs to be done, and then this is with this 2 5 energy breaking, it goes to a 10, breaking down to 1. We can end this cycle, we can start something new. Okay, but in order to do that, you have to trust in yourself, know your worth, because that's what's going to bring your dreams into reality here. What did I do with that book? Here it is. So let's read our Amazonite crystal here to sum up your reading. So it's essential meaning, truth, revelation, the evolution and natural flow of events. Okay? There's right now there is no natural flow happening here. You guys are going against the grind, or going against the grain rather, grinding your gears. So Spirit is asking you to, realize that, you just need to go with the flow. That this whole bickering and arguing and where the focus is just, it's off. It's not where it needs to be. Okay? So let's read this little blip here. Not everything reveals itself right away in full detail. Wouldn't that be nice though, right? But the conscious universe is unfolding a plan for you, so much more brilliant than you can imagine. An Amazonite spirit is here to help you trust in the process and flow of revelation. Some things will be disclosed that may shake you up, but if so, it's all for your highest good, so pay close attention and go with it. The conscious universe prefers you to learn your lessons without suffering. So if you allow situations to fluidly evolve instead of trying to control them, you will see that much, much wisdom is being made available to you right now. Mind, body, and the conscious universe are interconnected. So be attentive to connections that you previously overlooked or thought weren't such a big deal. They have more insight for you than you might have expected. Exactly. So I think that maybe there may be someone in your energy field here, group 1, that is trying to shed light on this situation, trying to show you that this is unnecessary. Put your wands down, stop bashing each other over the head with this nonsense, and let's just move forward. And this isn't, I don't feel that this is a controlling energy though. I really don't. I feel like this is a wise, practical energy that it's trying to find that balance and trying to go with the flow. But, this information that you received, and the fact that so-and-so is saying it should be like this, and they're cutting out your ideas and they're kind of giving you some low blows. They may be trying to take control, or you feel like they're taking control away from you, but I don't think that anybody really is trying to do that to you here, okay? Unless you're doing it to yourself. And it's causing you so much more stress than you need. If you guys put as much energies into this disagreement, or whatever it is that's going on there, it's an intense involvement, okay? And so, you know, it's just not serving the greater good of you guys all want the same thing. That's the funny thing, is that you're fighting for the same thing. You guys are just having a hard time, you know, accepting each other's ideas and input or something. I can't put my finger on it. So let's see here. Mind, body, and the conscious universe are interconnected, so be attentive to connections you previously overlooked or thought weren't such a big deal. Okay, someone's trying to come in here. They have more insight for you than you might have expected. What is unfolding will help you understand your purpose and find your destiny. You don't have to be a victim of fate, with your future defined by repeating lessons learned in the past. You are being prepared for something awesome that you are already moving towards. Excitement and trust are in order. So yeah, I mean, this is trying to come here through to you, but it's just that you're putting too much energy into a situation that it's really steering you off course here, and it's just clouding an otherwise pretty good, you know, business strategy if it's in business, or a pretty good you know, relationship here. It could be a relationship. I really feel strong that this is business. Business and career related here. This is like building something with someone, you know. This, with the spider spirit, you know, building that web and, you know, making sure all the details are right. I mean, there's some things that you can control and there's some things that you can't. And if you're a control freak, you're going to have to relinquish some of that control and trust in your group. I mean, they're your group because they must be passionate about this situation too, okay? So don't forget that there's other people that have a vision, and collectively you guys can make something really beautiful. But it's got to be, you know, put down and planned out in a practical way, rather than this discord and chaos. And know your worth, because you are... you do matter in this group. Like your input is important, and I think that people are going to start realizing that once they go with the flow here. On the bottom of that deck, 4 Badger Spirit, be fearless and bold. Okay, so don't be afraid to share your ideas. That might be exactly what everyone needs to hear in that moment, and it might really change the course of how things are going for you here. So I really like this. If you were to meditate with that Amazonite, meditation with that stone encourages you to explore who you are at the deepest level. It assists you in ascertaining what is true for you at the core of your being, and asks you to own what you know as your truth with unshakable certainty and absolute confidence. Okay? Absolutely. How crazy. And that was what Badger Spirit was, wasn't it? Be fearless and bold. Be confident, okay? I hope that resonated for you, Group 1. If you are wanting to stay tuned for Group 2, great. Otherwise, we will catch you later. Namaste. All right, Group 2, hang with me. We'll get these things picked up. I guess I could leave that one there. All right, group number 2, my labradorite group. I really do love this stone. So I will save the reading of what labradorite crystal spirit actually means once we get through the cards here, because I like the way that it sums things up. It has an uncanny way of summing up a reading, and I think it'll do it even if it's come out first, okay? So we're starting with our moon oracle decks. We'll see what the moon has to say for you, Group 2. Thank you, Spirit, for your messages. Thank you for being here with us. Any messages here for the collective that is a part of group number 2? Thank you, Spirit. So we have you're very close to achieving your goal. This just came up in another reading that I did just a little bit ago. So gibbous moon. So you're very close here to achieving something. Your commitment is being tested. Okay, this is for first quarter moon. So perhaps coming up here in the first part of the month, or you know, around the first quarter moon, of course. Someone is going to be testing your commitment. So this could be a commitment to a relationship, but I feel that it is more career related, more dream orientated. This is something that that you've been working for. This is some kind of a dream or, of course, a goal. But it's something that you have to be either committed to or someone that you're committing to. So the universe may be testing you to see if, you know, okay, I'm going to give her this or him this, and, you know, is it really what you want? Okay. However, this could be, you know, a new job that you started or that you're getting ready to start, and in order to decide whether or not they want to pick you, they're going to see how committed you are to the task. So if there is something, some kind of new job that's you're trying to attain or come into, if an opportunity comes up, you know, for you to volunteer or to go a little bit above and beyond or out of your way for this company or for this cause, okay, then you should do that, because that's how they're testing to see how committed you are. How much do you really care about this? You know, are you on board with all the things that you say that you are? So someone is going to test that here. Let's get some more tarot cards going here for what this test is going to be. I'm very interested here for you. And of course that labradorite is coming in with that purple and blue, this green energy, you know. But you are very close to getting here, but there's going to be one last thing that's really going to set this into stone here. So be mindful. Thank you, Spirit, for speaking to us in the collective here in group number 2 with labradorite Spirit. Can you please give us any information about our commitment for group number 2, and what they're being tested on here as far as their commitment and their goals are concerned? Thank you, Spirit. So we've got the 2 of Pentacles in reverse. So you're trying to find balance here. This could be having a good work-life balance. Yeah, you could be, because this could be something coming in here, a message, a letter. Keep an eye on the mail. Check your emails, okay? I feel like maybe that this new job or this new this goal that you're trying to achieve, that there's some communication trying to come through, and that could be how they're going to test and see, you know, how on top of things are you? Are you going to check your emails? Are you going to get right back to me? You know, how's this going to work? I feel like, you know, they're looking for someone that's going to make it happen. And talents. I mean, this is something that you're good at, okay? So I feel like this shouldn't be an issue. I don't feel like your commitment, you know, if you've been worried about, you know, are they going to pick me? You know, is this really for me? I think that as long as you're showing true commitment, then you've got the talents. You know, you're suited for the job, no doubt. No doubt about it. Any other messages here, Spirit, regarding this spread for group number 2? Let's see. Okay, and then we've got, okay, so they came out like this, of course, upside down. So I feel like this is you standing out above the rest, above the crowd. Like you're going to show your commitment by, you know, not dealing with this bullshit of these other people that are like, oh, this and oh, how about this? And, you know, they're all rushing around like, you know, trying to get the job done, but, you know already what to do. You already know you've got you know, all the things that you need to, you know, just take off and be the one that lands this interview. Like, you're going to be the one that gets called back, but you can't get sucked into, you know, this other group of people here. I'm feeling that seems a little bit chaotic here. I don't want to see you get involved with that kind of energy here. But let's see what else I'm getting with that. I mean, I love the Ace of Swords. I mean, this is, or the Ace of Flamingos, you know, taking action. This is great efforts that are going to lead you to victory. You know, you have you know, the strength and the talent here. You are good at this. Whatever this is that you're trying to achieve, I really feel strong that it is like a job interview that you're trying to get to go into here. And you're having to, you know, there's some other people that are obviously coming to apply, and they're not, you know, bad candidates, I guess, but I also feel like they're looking for someone here that knows what they want, okay? And that is not afraid to, you know, stand in that energy here and not, you know, don't even second guess this other crap that's going on here. Very interesting here. Very interesting. Very intense energy here. And I had this came up in group 1's reading also. I feel like that Two of Pentacles might have too. I'd have to play back, but it's on the bottom. And then we have the Sun in reverse here. And I love the Sun card. This is never, I mean, a bad card, the Sun. You've got the Emperor in reverse there. So you may be acting a little bit as if energy here. Like, you know, you got this Emperor power. You know that you can be this Emperor. You're not quite there yet. But you are getting ready to be, okay? With that Sun energy, it's definitely in the bag here for you. I feel like you've got this. You've just got to keep your mind right and don't get pulled into this you know, the crowd of these people. Don't stack yourself up with these people, okay? Because you are coming off here as definitely the number one candidate in the group here, for sure. There's something that stands out in you, your potential here. Yeah. Let me feel this here. Yeah, I feel like you are doubting this. You're doubting yourself here a little bit. And if you do that, then you're going to let this other energy, these other candidates, I feel like, they're going to swoop in. But you cannot let your fears bother you and get in the way here of that. Because all it's doing is holding you back. You have to own your power. You have to trust that you are good enough. And that this goal that you're very close to achieving it. Commitment's being tested. I believe that's going to come into you through some form of communication, whether it's, you know, documentation that you need to get in order and get together and get turned back in. Make sure your resume and your cover letters are on point, you know, and everything else will speak for itself. I mean, I know that this is intense. There's going to be some competition here. But your potential, it outshines these other candidates. It really does. You have the opportunity here to really walk into something great. But there's something that's telling me that maybe This might only be for one or two people here. But there is this this energy, I feel like, you know, like, okay, what if I get this? Like, this intense involvement here. I mean, not only is this other people that are going for what you're going for, but this is you, like, I feel like being a little bit afraid of if you do get it, you know, kind of like, well, shit, you know, am I going to be able to live up to my potential once I get this job? Or maybe you have gotten it and you've gone through this intense involvement and now your commitment's being tested because now that you're where you are, now that you've gotten there, you're not maybe so sure if this is the goal that you had in mind here. But I feel that you need to give it a little bit more time. Let's pull a little bit more cards here. So tell me, Spirit, about the Sun in reverse, please. A little more information about the Sun in reverse here for Group 2 under Labradorite energy. Queen of Hats, this one was wanting to come out too. Judgment in reverse. Okay. Yeah, Queen of Hats is, you know, she's got her emotions in check. You've got, you know what you want. You are, you know, satisfied in this goal that you chose. But I think that there is a lot of scrutiny happening here. I feel like, I don't know why you've got your back turned here to this Judgment. Let me see. Yeah, I'm not, I'm seeing you winning this. I mean, for some reason, I think you're scared. You're scared of success, okay? You need to have more confidence in your skills and and your potential here, because you very much so have your emotions in check. You know, you're outshining the rest here, keeping a clear head. Yeah, I think that this is just you being you, okay? If there's something that you're worried about, like that you told these people, I feel like you might have, you know, disclosed some information and you were honest, which is a good thing. And there may be some concern that is going to interfere with this situation that you find yourself in. And honestly, honesty is always the best policy, right? I mean, always. Yeah. I'm sorry I don't have more clarity on that. Let's ask the Spirit Animal deck here. Let's see. Thank you, Spirit. Bring more clarity on this situation here for Labradorite, Spirit. I mean, part of me does feel like you ended up achieving this goal, or that you've come real close to achieving it, and now that you're there, you may be having second thoughts on what this goal really is for you. So that might be why this commitment is being tested, because you did outshine the rest, and now that you found yourself where you are, you're kind of bored of it. You're not really as thrilled about it as you were when you started, okay? So that might be the commitment that's being tested, and it may not be like, you know, a pass or fail type of test, but a learning endeavor here where, you know, you you tested yourself, you were able to do it, you achieved it, you saw that you could come through this and have success. But at the end of the day, it's not exactly what you wanted it to be. Or somebody told you it was going to be one way, and then once you got to where you were going, you found out that it's not all it's cracked up to be here. I really kind of am picking up that energy. Even though there was a lot of, passion and, gumption here, like potential for this to be something beautiful. And then once you got there, your happiness was, given a rude awakening here, at least as far as what your expectations were concerning. Interesting. Let's see if I can get a little more clarity here for you. Thank you, Spirit. Please give us a little bit more clarity and advice here on this spread. These are jumping out, so I'm just going to take them. So we've got Coyote Spirit, trust in divine detours. Okay, so if you are finding yourself here in this place and it's not feeling like what your goal was, what you had in mind, then trust in that. And this is just a detour. It was maybe a test to see how committed you are to your real goal. So now that you realize that you've achieved this and you thought that it was lined up with what your true goals were, you realize now that this is not, everything that you wanted it to be, that you have more to offer than what this situation is letting you contribute here. So if you have to change course of action here, trust in that, okay? Because it's being divinely guided. Then we have Wombat Spirit, be at home. Okay, so maybe you need to just take the time to, agree to disagree with yourself here and realize that your commitments, what goals you're setting for yourself, you want to be committed to that. And this is just not what you wanted. And that's okay. So take the time to go back to the drawing board here. And then lastly, we have Koala Spirit. Spirit has a plan. And this breaks down to an 8. That's abundance, prosperity. They're trying to get you in the right, on the right path here. And in the right energies. Okay? So if you decide that this is where your commitment's being tested, and I think it's being tested through the divine more than it was being tested by you getting this job, which is what I was thinking originally, which probably that had part to do with it, because your energies were very much there. You were like, yep, this is what I need to do. This is my path. And then you got there and you achieved that and you realized, no, this doesn't line up at all with the goal that I had in mind for me. So I think that you are going to stay committed to what you started out doing here. What you wanted. This one was trying to peek out. This came out earlier too. Skunk Spirit, know your worth. Okay, if you started this job and they made it seem like you were going to be doing them such a great good, and that you were going to be such a great asset to the team, and then you got there and nobody wants to listen to your ideas, and it's just not what it's cracked up to be. And you're worth more than that, and that's fine. Recognize that. Stay committed to who you truly are, because that's the commitment that I think you need to see right now, and that matters. Okay? I think I'm going to leave it at that. I think that you need to just stay true to your own path. You know what you are capable of. And you have so much potential here for your skills and this talent that you have, and it needs to be used here. So stay committed and trust in your plan and what's good for you, okay? And leave this, even if you just got this job and you realize already that it is not what you signed up for, then walk away now, okay? Trust in divine detours. It's just a small little detour. It's no big deal. You learned from it. There is definitely illumination, though. You're very close to that goal that you have in mind. So don't let this get you down, okay, Labradorite? Oh, and let's read that. Let's read Labradorite's message for you, too, to sum things up. And that was 29, which breaks down to 11, which is a divine number here for me, and so is number 7, and I picked that up already. Or was it this trust in divine detours? That also breaks down to 7. The 35 is spirit has a plan. That's abundance, okay? And then 9, know your worth. This is coming to the end of a cycle and getting ready to start something new. So even though you achieved this and you made it and you got there, know your worth, because I feel like there's something lacking there in regards to your main objective and goals here. So let's see, once again, Labradorite. I went to 11 since I started talking about 11. We want 29. Alright, it's essential meaning, awakening to the magic within, mastery and synchronicity, help from unexpected sources. Okay, so this is divine coming in and helping you, and you may not realize it. You may never know when, what, how this happened or transpired, but it's happening due to divine planning here. So as we go about our healing work, bringing love and light into the dark corners of our hearts and our lives, we can forget that alongside reason and logic is the very practical tool of magic. Do you think of magic that way? Or did you buy into the notion that the healing toolbox contains only what can be defined, tested, predicted, and controlled by humans and their current technology? Labradorite Spirit is here to tell you to believe in the mysteries of how the conscious universe finds ways to support us in healing what is broken. For its ways are magical. You're being called to make a conscious choice to acknowledge the reality invisible to the senses that makes itself known through meaningful coincidences. Pay attention to synchronicities bearing messages from the conscious universe, which is eager to see you replace what you have lost and repair what has become frayed or broken. Listen to the part of your whispering that something small and seemingly insignificant has great importance, for it is speaking the truth of magical synchronicities. So, yeah, I mean, synchronicity for me is, being confirmed, having confirmation, having a thought and then having someone, immediately, or something on TV, or something you read, or some when you pray and went to church, or whatever you do, or if you meditate and you have these epiphanies, like, pay attention to that. That is the divine speaking directly to you, okay? Noticing repeating number patterns, if you've been noticing that a lot. Let's see if there's anything repeating here right now. Yeah, if you've been noticing that, I do see several 5s out here on the board. 7. Number 2 also. If you've been seeing 1111 a lot, that's a sign for sure from your guides that they are trying to get you to the right path here. They're trying to guide you, okay? And that is where the commitment's being tested, because Spirit knows deep down inside what your heart is, okay? And I have a strong feeling that the situation that you're in now, that you seemingly worked hard for and went through the struggle to get there, and you're realizing now that it's not exactly what you had in mind for yourself, and that's okay, okay? It's divinely guided for you to have gone through that and to have gotten there and to have realized that, oh, well, this wasn't exactly the right way, so let's bypass this and get back on the right path, okay? So this has all happened for a reason, All right, guys. Well, thank you very much, group number 2, Labradorite Spirits over here, for watching to the end if you did. I hope this resonated and brought some clarity to you, if nothing else, and helps you, contemplate and make the right decision for you. Of course, you are the master of your own life. And if you are happy in your situation, then do you, okay? That's all we can do, all right, is live our best lives. All right, group number 3, our watermelon tourmaline group. What's with this? 58 could be significant to you. 12, 13, break down to a 4, so 4 could be significant for you. Let's see what the moon is saying for our watermelon tourmaline group here. Thank you, Spirit. Any messages for our collective that chose group 3 here, watermelon tourmaline Spirit? Thank you, guides. Thank you, Spirit. What messages do you have for group 3, watermelon tourmaline Spirit group here? Thank you, guides, for your messages. Take time to breathe out. Okay. We'll see what else that could mean here. A personal issue reaches resolution. There's lots of blue energy here, so you could be needing to work on some third eye or even throat chakra energy here. I'm feeling called to pull another one of these. Communication is key. Okay. Yeah, this is crazy. How much blue and green energy here. So third eye, heart chakra, which I've gotten that kind of energy for all of these groups here so far. We've got a disseminating moon, a full moon in Cancer, new moon in Gemini. So you could be a Cancer or a Gemini, or you could be Cancer trying to communicate with the Gemini. But there's something that you're dealing with another person here. I feel like it is just one other person. This could be even with yourself, because it is a personal issue. But I really feel like there's something going on here. Group 3. Something that has been weighing on you, okay? And you've been trying to figure out how to tell this other person what has been going on with you, okay? And you really need to focus on that throat chakra energy. I feel that very strong for you, okay? To be able to articulate and say just what you need to say here. On the bottom of the deck, we have your hard work is paying off, new moon in Capricorn. Okay. You need to ground your energy for sure. This take time to breathe out. I feel like this is just you being a little bit overwhelmed about this personal issue, whatever that may be for you. And you have to communicate something to someone regarding this issue that you're going through that's very personal to you specifically, okay? Oh, that's not what I want. Let's pull some tarot cards and see if we can't get a little bit deeper into what this communication issue is for you and this personal issue here. So we're focusing here on watermelon tourmaline Spirit. Tell me more about this issue and need for communication. Thank you, Spirit. Okay, and we've got the moon on the bottom here. So we've got the King of Swords on our first card out, and then we've got the Two of Hats reversed, and the Emperor. Okay. I am definitely getting some masculine energy here for sure. Yeah, I feel like you've been avoiding this. You've been avoiding this talk because this person that you need to tell this to is a very intimidating person, and you are afraid of how they're going to react to this to whatever this issue is. But it does look like, I mean, the overall, you know, on the bottom of the deck, and then we've got all this illuminated energy. I mean, this is a new moon with no light, but that is falling over this Emperor energy. So you feel this heavy energy here about having to speak this truth. But the moon being on the bottom, I mean, this is saying that this needs to come out. This needs to be spoken about, and you need to find your power again here, to be able to take action to do this. And I think that's what you're trying to do right now, is, you know, take the time to just take a deep breath and breathe it out. Like you're trying to forget about it and not have to deal with it, is the immediate energy I get here. But there is an illumination going on here. You're going to have to speak your truth here. I feel that very strong. And then justice underneath that, though, the illumination of whatever is going on here, there's going to be justice. Okay? And maybe that's what you're afraid of. But it's going to... I'm not sure exactly what you're afraid of here. I think that you just don't know how to say what you have to say. And this could very well be you breaking up with this person. Okay? I don't know why I'm getting third party energy here. Just as I said that, underneath justice, there's this page coming in. This new, young, single energy. And then we've got, there it is, okay, underneath that page. The Three of Swords. You are breaking this relationship off, or you want to. There's someone else that you want to move towards that is, in your eyes, is like, the one. And you don't know how to do it. But you're gonna have to talk about this, okay? I know that you don't want to. But you're gonna have to. If you don't, somebody else is gonna come in and spill the beans. And if it happens that way, this situation's gonna be even worse for the energies involved here. But I definitely see a third party situation. And that moon card, I mean, there's been lies and trickery. There's going to be justice here. Okay, so if you're dealing with someone, if you've been, looking into someone here, maybe you even hired a private investigator. Yeah, you might have hired someone. That's funny. If you didn't hire someone, you've been doing some work here, or someone's going to be stepping forward and saying, hey, by the way, I saw so-and-so with, this other person. What's up with that, What is up with that? And you're going to have to confront this situation about this other person, about this emperor. This is you guys having a talk about what's going on, and whether you decide to keep this person hidden and not really say why you're leaving. I feel like that might be what's up, or you're going to say, hey, no, I know about this person that you're trying to move towards, and this is bullshit. Justice is coming in, though. That's why I'm trying to figure out if this is, I feel like this is maybe going to be when the communication does finally come out about this. It's really going to be a sigh of relief, I think, for both or all three parties involved, at least for, you know, the king and the queen energy here. And this emperor energy, you know, is neither here nor there. They're just kind of on the outside looking in, you know, watching all this play out and, you know, hoping that they find their place in this. It does seem very vindictive, though, and like this may have been going on for a little while here. But you're getting justice, or you're going to be brought to justice. I mean, this is energy's fluid. It could be vice versa, but someone is becoming aware of the injustice that has happened here in this third party situation. There's a new energy here. And they're taking action. They want something with this person, or they want to get away from this person. They're moving towards this emperor energy, okay? But something needs to be communicated. That communication I don't think is happening yet. But it's going to be forced to happen, okay? So just take a deep breath and, you know, realize that this is coming. It is coming to a head here. I want you to focus. I know we had watermelon tourmalines, what came up, but focus on that throat chakra energy. Get some lapis lazuli, I think would be good. Labradorite would be good, even with that crown or third eye and throat chakra energy. Like, trust your intuition also here. I feel like whoever this is resonating for, there was some intuition, you know, like that you had an inkling that something was up, okay? Both parties involved here, or all three parties, I feel like one or both of you saw this coming in a way, but no one wants to talk about it. But now that all the pieces are coming in, I mean, it is going to come out, and justice is going to be served one way or another. Someone's going to rat out this situation. I've got 2 pages coming in. So certainly some information is coming your way if you haven't received that yet, okay? Let's see here. Yeah. Someone's going to come in and let you know what's going on. And it's not good news. I'm sorry. I hate delivering crappy messages, but when stuff like this happens, guys, it's because it's supposed to. It is the divine putting us on the right course, especially since, you know, you've got your moon and these pages and this third party, this 3 of Swords energy, justice. I mean, this is supposed to... It sucks that it happened the way that it did. I don't like the cheating energy. It's never any good, you know, being lying and being deceitful to one another. That's low vibrational energy that we all need to break free from. So at this point, communicate that you know what's up, that some little birdie came in and told you, and that's it. You just got to communicate how you actually feel about this and that you know this information. Or if you're the one that's doing this deceitful thing and doing the cheating, then it's time to come clean before your person hears about it from someone else, because it sucks when it happens that way, okay? But if you're watching this and you're questioning whether or not you should tell your person, tell them, because now's your chance. Otherwise, someone else is going to come in. They're going to find out one way or another. Okay? And this even could be... this could be someone trying to sabotage a situation, too. These pages coming in with this information. Because I feel like it's more than one person that knows about this. Okay? So one of these people... may know and they're not telling you. And then somebody else is going to come in and actually tell you. And it may hurt you on more than one level because, you know, you may have a friend here that has known about this and could have told you a lot sooner and they didn't for whatever reason. Let's get some advice here. We've got 29 breaks down to 11. See the bigger picture, or see the big picture, which I think this is just illuminations coming in for you, and you are starting to realize that there's a lot of things and people that you need to cut out. You know, not just this one relationship, not just this one toxic energy that, you know, betrayed your trust and your loyalty, but there is also some other people in your energy that you need to get rid of. They're not there for your 100% for your best interest here. They definitely don't have you at the forefront. Scarab beetle spirit magic works through you. By 52 breaking down to another 7. Okay, I'm pretty sure we had some other 7s on the board, didn't we? Or okay, no, it was 11, and then this is 7. 7 and 11 are both my angel cards, okay, or angel numbers here. So it may be through spirit that you get, I mean, your intuition, and then all these other little synchronistic things and people and messages are going to come through here. And this is, you know, happening for your greater good, okay? Dear Spirit, bring a gentle touch. So the best thing that you can do at this point, if this is resonating for you and you're the person on the shadier side of things and this is being done to you, take the high road, okay? And if you're the one doing this to someone, you can still be gentle and you can still give this person the respect that they deserve by coming forward and just owning your shit, okay? Because that's the best thing you can do at this point. And that doesn't mean you have to put all the dirty laundry out on the table, but you need to own up to the dishonesty that has gone on here. And you can do that in a gentle way and let that cycle come to an end. On the bottom of the deck, we have 67 Wolf Spirit, turn knowledge into wisdom. Okay, so this information that you're coming into or that you're delivering, you're gonna learn from this situation, okay? And you're gonna know the red flags to look out for, and you're gonna know that there's gonna need to be different kind of boundaries that you need to set with yourself, okay? So use this information, use this as a learning experience, and put it in your arsenal, okay? And make sure that you pay attention to these kind of things in the future. And the last card here underneath that was Grasshopper Spirit, take a leap of faith, okay? So trust in the plan and just go with it, okay? Let's see what your crystal spirit says about all this, which was 58, which I believe is the very last card in this deck. So this is, you know, the end of a cycle here. And starting something new. The essential meaning, seeing perfection in the moment, basking in the bliss of just being, natural joy, and a peaceful heart, okay? Bringing a gentle touch. This is a shitty situation, but dwelling on it and, being harsh about it isn't the right answer, okay, for anybody that's involved here. So I think that you're going to come out of this, you're going to come out of it like taking that deep breath, like, well, fuck. I guess I'm glad that happened, and you're just going to breathe it out and move forward with dignity and grace. I think that you're going to take the high road here. So Watermelon Tourmaline Spirit, actually I want to read the relationship message for this, because this is definitely, I feel like, a romantic relationship situation. It could be business, however, I mean, if it resonates, take it how it resonates. But I feel I feel real strong that this is a romantic relationship situation here. Perfection lies in loving unconditionally, just as the conscious universe loves you no matter what. Whoever you love, whoever loves you, know that flaws are there to remind you that love heals. Today your attention is drawn to the perfection of love within you, the love of the conscious universe that flows directly into you from every direction, reminding you that you are always worthy of love. Knowing this, bask in the love all around you. Then you will see your relationship more clearly and recognize that sometimes the best way to express love is through sacrifice. And sometimes it's enough saying, it is tough saying no. No with capital letters. Excuse me, guys. My throat chakra is getting a little, tightened up here. So I'm definitely feeling this tension of, either side of things here that, it's going to be hard to speak your truth about this if you're the one doing this to someone. Like, it's time to knock it off and it's time to come clean. And then also, even if you're on the other side of this and you're coming into this knowledge and you're just shocked and, you don't know how to tell your person that you've caught them in the act and you're trying to figure out the best way here. There's so many energies and lots of people involved in this too, okay? I mean, on the third party, there's definitely you three that this is going on here. But I do feel a couple other younger energies. And they don't necessarily have to be young, but I feel maybe friend energies, okay? And so one or both of them, I feel like one of them may not have your best, their best intentions towards you here. So let's see. Watermelon tourmaline gently grounds while stimulating the heart. Meditation with this stone allows us to be present in the moment. It brings in the feeling of gratitude and helps us understand that life is precious and perfect in every moment, regardless of what is happening around us, okay? So if there is some, I think you are going to have some friends that step in and that are really going to show you that they care, okay? And they're going to communicate something to you or tell you this information because they love you. But I do feel like there could be another energy that comes and wants to tell you this coming out of a spiteful energy here. I feel that pretty strong. So use your discernment now, and that watermelon tourmaline is a good protective stone as well, any kind of tourmaline. So I feel like maybe you need to pray for your guides to watch over you, protect you, and give you clarity of thought as you move forward here with this situation. I am sorry that you're going through this, but know that Spirit is guiding this, and they want you to know that you're going to come through this. And this just wasn't it wasn't a relationship that you needed to be in. It's just simply not serving you here anymore. So just don't be afraid. Be gentle on yourself and with the situation. Take the high road and learn from this, okay? And start setting healthy boundaries for yourself here. Thank you so much, guys, for all of you that stuck through and watched these. I hope they resonated. Do check back in with my channel for more good energy reads like this. And of course, if there's any suggestions, if there's some ideas that you guys want, certain kind of reads, certain energy reads, certain moons, let me know, okay? I do random readings whenever I feel inclined to do so. So, keep me posted on what you think. I'd like this channel to grow and evolve with you. So I'm open to suggestions, okay? Thank you so much for being here. Namaste.